Hey Sagittarius, hey, how you feeling? Welcome to the channel if you're new, Sagittarius. Welcome back if you are returning. Always glad to have you, Sagittarius. I'm Shauna, and this is your highest good tarot. And we are some folks here who are constantly elevating and evolving towards our higher selves, towards our highest potential, towards the divine, whichever applies to you, Sagittarius. And today is no different. We are talking about Sagittarius, the messages, what it is your benevolent ancestors want you to know before we go any further into this year. And they have been very interesting, to say the least, Sagittarius. So, you know what? This message isn't for all of you. So take it as it resonates. It is general, it is collective. All right, let's get started. So let's see. What is the message Sagittarius's benevolent ancestors want them to know before we go any further into this year? What is the okay? Mm. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have here the Nine of Cups. Oh, interesting, Sag. Interesting. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. This is Spirit is saying that this is, well, your benevolent ancestors and Spirit are saying that this is really surrounding those traditional thoughts that you may hold around, family and teaching family. And we have the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. There's some truth that is coming out. And the reason why I said earlier is because the first of all, it's the 8 and the 9 of Cups. Those are consecutive steps, consecutive numbers, right? And then the fact that it's surrounding some emotions. And what your folks want you to know is that there is going to be a journey coming up, a complete journey of breakthroughs for you, Sagittarius, this year, surrounding certain things that you hold traditionally, regarding friends and family, you know, that's going to be shaken up. There's going to be some things that you kind of like peace out, and some people, some behaviors, because you're going to see the truth. But ultimately, it's going to lead you to a place where you have peace, contentment. Shit, you're going to be sitting pretty like this man right here. You're going to be satisfied, more than satisfied. And this is your folks, your benevolent ancestors leading you and showing you exactly what you need to see, just in case you've been walking around with rose-colored glasses on, or breaking your back because of something that you've been told you should do. You've been conditioned to believe you should do as an obligation. And I apologize, my dog heard something outside, but yeah. Anyway, let's clarify this situation. Give us some more information about this situation. Sagittarius' benevolent ancestors want them to know. And then we'll get some advice, Sagittarius. But, there are many things that we are taught or that we learn from seeing people do. And sometimes things that we just put on ourselves, that we condition ourselves into believing. What else is it? Sagittarius' benevolent ancestors want them to know about the situation, please. Yeah. And it seems like that's something that your folks are trying to take you out of. Look, came out again. It's like your folks is just like, we just waiting for this card to come back around. Boom, there it is. Because we don't want you to lose sight of it, Sagittarius. So we have the Hierophant. We have the Page of Wands. And the King of Wands. Oh, shit. You gonna learn. They gonna learn you something. They gonna learn you a lot. How I know? The Page of Wands and the King of Wands. That's a transition. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Five of Swords. There's some selfish ass folks around you. Ooh, very selfish. So what's behind the Five of Swords is the Seven of Wands. There's some folks here. Like you've probably been in back and forth with. Probably because they want what you have, whether it's your piece, whether it's something that is physical, like jewelry or something like that, money, and they are willing to do whatever they need to do to get it. Hence the Five of Swords. And this is you fending them off, but this is also you being betrayed with the Ten of Swords right here. And it seems that they're still around out of obligation, tradition. Family is family. You always have to take care of family. Shit like that. Even though they stab you in your back, it doesn't mean you have to curse them. But what it is that it's this tradition has stunted your emotional growth. And where your benevolent ancestors are trying to take you is to the king. So you gonna learn. You gonna learn, Sagittarius. You gonna learn. They gonna learn you some shit. They gonna teach you how to go from a page to a king emotionally, regardless of your biological sex, regardless of your gender identity. This Page of Wands is somebody who isn't as like they got a little bit of confidence, but you could tell them anything, and they're going to question it. They're going to question it because they're still learning, right? Versus the King of Wands, who is so much more confident in who he is, confident in his spiritual relationship, confident in his relationship with himself. You can't ascribe anything to this king. How you feel about that king is your business. So they are taking you to a space where you are so much more confident and you won't allow certain things to happen in your life. You won't allow this, whatever it is. Matter of fact, what is this Five of Swords energy, please, for Sagittarius? What's this Five of Swords energy We have the Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Empress. They try and take you to a space of enlightenment, change your perspective. And when you change your perspective and when you start responding in a way of that change perspective of that, everybody else falls in line or they fall the fuck out of your energy. But with what that Five of Swords is, we got the Ace of Swords. You're locked in. You're boxed into something that doesn't serve you. And for many of you, this started like with your mother. This started with I won't just blame it on your mama, right? It started with a parental figure. Um, and a lot of things are based off tradition, like, and nothing against people who think this way, but it doesn't work for everybody. It's not a one size fits all life. But um people who um hold the first boy to be that's born into a family as the prize. Any other child that comes behind them, whether boy, girl, non-binary, eh, but the first boy is the birthright. Da da da. You understand? There's so much excitement around that. And then, all the other children they get, if there are any more, they kind of get the shit in a stick. They get the firstborn boy gets the steak, everybody else get the beans. Not even Franken beans. Ain't some shit. But anyway, so you've been boxed in. You've been boxed in. And they are into some ideals and thoughts and behaviors that do not serve you because they keep you trapped. And it's time to set yourself free. It's time to set yourself free, because what it's doing is whoever that is, that's that five of swords, it's surrounding you with people who are conniving, they are cunning, they are sneaky as fuck, and it doesn't matter. If you stay in that mindset, it don't even matter that they steal from you, because you still are obligated to help them. You still are obligated to be a fucking martyr because you were taught to do that. You were conditioned to do that. Like I said, it doesn't mean you have to curse this person, but it doesn't mean that they have to stay up in your energy to your detriment, taking care of them, helping them out. Family ain't family. Not all family is blood. Some people are just damn relatives. Ask me how I know. And this is me speaking with passion and not with judgment. Shit. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice for ya. All right. What's the advice that Sagittarius's benevolent ancestors have for them in this situation? If you're still with me, Sagittarius, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. And personal readings are very open. So if you would like one, go ahead and send me an email. And there are options available, including getting an anonymous personal reading on the lives on Tuesdays, where we do the personal readings by numbers. So instead of saying your name or your handle, we assign you a number. All right. So your advice. We have the Six of Wands, the Nine of Wands. Okay. And the Lovers. It's going to require some action on your part, Sagittarius. You know, it's going to require you to have some have some more. I'm not going to say you don't have any, but have recognize and show the pride that you have in yourself. You've done a lot. You've accomplished a lot. And we're not just talking about, like awards and accolades that people give you, but where you have come from. A lot of you have dug yourself from the dirt, gotten yourself, listened and leaned in, maybe not even knowing that you were being guided, and gotten yourself out some shit that you probably put yourself in, because that's what we do. Speaking from experience. But have some pride in that, because these people, this, whatever this is, this conditioning that you were taught is traditionally something to humble you or to cut you down. Traditionally, in the traditional tarot, this Nine of Wands is the wounded soldier. She don't look too wounded, huh? She looks a little like unbothered, but that's where they want you to be. Although you may be wounded, they want you to be unbothered by people who may be disappointed that you didn't help your crackhead cousin out for the 10,000th time. Unbothered. It's not your business anymore. You've done what you can do. Crackhead cousin has stolen from you 20,000 times. You're not going to allow 20,001. Crackhead cousin can come live with you. How about that? Recognize who you are and where you've come from. The Lovers, it is about a balance, and finding that balance within yourself, that balance of love, that yin and yang. It's about the relationship with you and making that choice to develop not just the relationship with you, but to develop and nourish the relationship with your benevolent ancestors as well, because they want you in a state of overflow. They want you in a state of abundance and joy and contentment. Emotionally, they want you emotionally fulfilled, mentally fulfilled. And guess what happens after that? Financial fulfillment happens. you know they want to restore you and put you in an overflow. And that starts with loving yourself so much that you won't allow a Five of Swords to take advantage of you any longer. Family or not, friends for 15 years or not. And to build that relationship with your spirit team and your benevolent ancestors. We're going to get a final message here from your benevolent ancestors, Sagittarius. All right, final message here for Sagittarius regarding what their benevolent ancestors want them to know. What I tell you? What I tell you? Them folks are energy vampires. Didn't I say everything is currency? If I didn't say it in this in this video, I meant to. Money, energy, time, it's all currency. And you around some folks who want to take everything, including your peace, by all means. You are surrounded by energy vampires. That conditioning that you have serves only energy vampires. It does not serve you and your highest good. And this is your highest good tarot, Sagittarius. Ain't no place for that shit. Ain't no place for that shit here. What else? What else? What else for Sagittarius, please, from their benevolent ancestors? What else for Sagittarius? Oops. All right. It says, time to reconnect with the universe, your benevolent ancestors, God, and or your spirit guides. And at the bottom of the deck, you've been ignoring or avoiding the divine, the universe, for too long. A course correction is coming. All right, now that's your heads up, Sagittarius. You know, I told you the lovers is about a choice. So you got the choice right now. Don't make them call you a fifth time. You know how it was growing up when you were supposed to be outside. I mean, be in the house. When the light came on. Okay, I'm not speaking from experience. I'm speaking from a sibling's experience because I was always in the house. I wasn't that person that was outside like that. But I knew the rules. Don't don't let your mama have to call you 2-3 times. Okay. Same same thing applies. All right, Sagittarius. Is that it, Spirit? And that's it. That's all. When you said all you know, it's time to go. Bye.